Okay, we're going to do one more practice before we start our real thing. So this practice, we're just going to do the ball, the classic ball. Hang on, I'm going to have to zoom out a bit on this guy. All right. So here's our ball. Nice. And what we want to do with this, I'm just going to change colors up because I'm getting bored with the same colors. So I'm actually going to go to a purple, pink, and I've got a color called blush. That's nice. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my mid-tone, which is my pink in this case. And in order to start this, so you can imagine that there's like a lighter section of here because the light is hitting the ball up on that top right hand side. Yeah, and if you've done my previous classes, you'll know because we practiced that with the pencil. What I'm going to start off with is I'm actually going to start off with hatching. So watch the technique for this. I'm going to start up here and I'm going to do these lines like this. Almost like kind of rays of the sun, ringing that really light piece in the middle there. Can you guys see that? And the reason that works is because then you've just got the ends of the lines that are creating that circle. If you draw a hard circle, you'll never get rid of that. It's there the whole time. So you don't really want a solid hard circle for that highlight. But if you start off with this hatching, then that sets it up. Then I'm going to start just kind of adding in some light pressure and just working that tone around the outside. Okay, so you guys start toning this ball to try and make it look 3D. Don't go too far close to the white, like leave a little gap where you've just got the ends of those hatching lines. So yeah, the danger is that you press too hard too soon, okay? You don't want to go too hard too soon. I'm going to stop like there. Yeah, okay, yep, cool. And then I'm going to go to my purple, or it's called magenta for some reason. And I'm going to work into the darker areas a little bit more. And because purple and pink are pretty similar colors, like they're definitely harmonious colors, that is colors beside each other on the color wheel, they're just going to blend really nicely. And you can see how it's just darkening up those shadows there. It's pretty subtle, but makes a bit of a difference. Okay, so I started with the mid-tone. Now I'm coming in with my darker tone. And now I'm going to come back in with the lighter tone. So I've got my blush color. Well, I'm excited to see how this works. And because this is lighter again, I'm going to work back in towards the highlight, but I'm still going to leave a little bit of it white. Working around in a circle like that, eh? And I'm definitely going to be overlapping some of that pink. Okay. Awesome. It's looking pretty good already. Hopefully yours are looking good. Okay, optional extra. Who has a white pencil in their set? Alright, if you've no white. Okay, so some of you may not have a white. If you have a white doesn't really show up. But what it does do is it blends the other colors. Okay, so this is how I use a white if I've got one. Just watch what I'm doing now. You start on the highlight and you just go round, and you go round and round and round, and you basically just blend out towards the outside. And it's quite subtle, but it just sort of softens up and blends the end of those lighter tones. Okay, so do that if you've got a white. White's pretty hard. I mean, it doesn't really even show up. Like if I do it over here, you can see it a little bit. It sort of just smudges and blends the pencils together, but it doesn't really show. Okay. Now there's two more things I want to do to finish this. And the first one is I want to bring in some blue. Blue's a really good kind of like a shadow color. So I'm just going to bring the blue around the outside, around the bottom of my ball like this. And because blue is harmonious with purple and pink, then it's going to work really well with these. Don't overdo the blue, just keep it subtle, just a little bit around the bottom. And now I'm going to do my shadow. The shadow, whichever way the arrow, the light is coming from, you just come down like a little curve like that. Cool, and then you just do a really light kind of coat of pencil. The shadow shouldn't be too intense. It should be sort of soft and a bit blended like that. Cool. Now you could definitely stop there, but if you're like me and you want it to sort of look quite detailed, then the black is where we come in with just around the edge, just a nice kind of sharper edge like that. You got to be careful you don't overdo the black. It's really easy to go too far. You definitely don't want to create like an outline around your whole drawing. You just want it to be a shadow. And also in the shadow you can bring the black down like that. Because if you imagine it's going to be darkest right there in the very bottom of that ball. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm going to finish there with that one. So yeah, lots of layers. Remember we used the hatching at the very beginning. And yeah, just sort of build up. Start with the mid-tone, then go the dark tone, then go the light tone, and just sort of build up back and forth. I mean, like I could definitely go back in with the pink and work over it and add more layers, but I don't want to do that all night because that would be kind of boring. Yeah, so that's the end of our little kind of practicing techniques.